Dolce. Let's go see. Come on, Dolce. Yo, you know what they're barking at? Let me show you. Come on, Dolce. Let's go see. Let's go check it out. Go give her a piece of your mind. Get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Get it, Dolce. Go get it. Let's go see. Come on. Go get her. Get her, Dolce. Get it, girl. Go see her. Go get her. Ooh. Get her, girl. Don't you go get her. Go get her. She's like, you don't belong in these parts, do you? Oh my gosh, I'm standing by this lavender. It's so strong. It smells so good. Yeah, I put this this Halloween witch up. I put this Halloween witch up last night. So the Cane Corsos have not seen it. This Dolce, the female. This is the alpha male. And then Lucia, the 1-year-old female. Come on, Dolce. Come on, let's go see. And,
candy you want, but don't eat too much. You may get sick.
Ozzy knows this. Ozzy's seen this drill before. It's the first time Dolce's seeing her. Dolce, come here, baby. I see her. Come see her. I see her. Come. I see her. Come on, baby. Come. I see her. She's okay. Come here. She's okay. Oh. Ozzy knows her. She's okay. I see her.
Would you like some drink?
She's okay.
Would you have some drink?
She's okay. Come. Come. Let me see, Dolce. Good girl. Let me see her. You see her. Yes, she's okay. I see her. Come.
I need it myself.
Good girl.
For you.
Good girl. This is part of socialization. They gotta go off of your command when they're afraid of something. Perfect example. Good girl. I see her. She's okay. Come see. I see her. Yes, she's okay. She's a little bit loud, but she's okay. Yes, she's trying to give you some candy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can take candy from a stranger. Mama teach you that? I'm just kidding. Yeah, come on.
I'm a good witch.
Yes, Ozzy knows her. She's a good witch. Come. She's a good witch. Come on, baby girl. Yes, I see her. Yes. Don't you? She's okay.
Tell yourself.
Oh, she's okay.
And have candy with me.
And the Pitbull doesn't seem too upset. Oh, she's okay. Because Pitbulls love everything. Pitbull's like, oh, she got candy, don't she? She's got candy. Come on, baby girl. I see her. Come. And Lucia's very intuitive.
The candy you want.
Lucia's very intuitive. Lucia, this is the first time Lucia's seeing her too. So Ozzy has seen her because I had her out last Halloween. But oh, what was it? I see her. Yes, I do. Oh, that lavender smells so good. Hi, Papa. Well, the beauty of a Cane Corso is that they are extremely intuitive, and Ozzy is a perfect example of that. Ozzy reads my energy level. He's the alpha dog of the pack, and he is totally in tune with my energy level. Dolce, see, she's okay. Good girl. Dolce, on the other hand, she is also intuitive, but of all of my Cane Corso, I think she's probably the most protective and the most, I guess you could say, untrusting. It takes a minute for me to convince her that something is okay, which can be a concern. But she does not let her guard down very easily. I think a lot of female Cane Corsos are like that. But then again, you see the spectrum of the females that I have. Extremely protective, not as trusting. Takes a minute to tell her it's okay. Good girl. And then Lucia, being female, is on the other end of the spectrum. Very intuitive, like Ozzy, reading my body language, and still very protective. But yeah, nice example of not every Corso is the same. One thing they all have in common is they're protective. That'll never change. It's just you may have to. I love the baby girl. May have to work a little more with socialization. Like Dolce, I really had to work extremely. See, she's okay. Let's go see her. I had to work a lot, and the socialization part training is never done, really. She's okay. Come see, come. She's okay. I see her. Good girl. I see her. Now I'm gonna stand over this fake witch. I'm gonna stand over her like I'm owning her, and then Dolce can see that I'm owning her. It's like I'm dominating her. Yeah, I see her. She's okay. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah, she's okay. Come see her. Yes, she's okay. Yeah, so now she'll leave her alone. She still doesn't like her, but she knows she's not a threat. So, good girl, baby. You good girl. You good girl. You saw her. Yeah, say you didn't like her. No. Say, yeah, you didn't like her. Oh, careful, baby. Say, you didn't like her. You didn't trust it. Say, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. See, now she's even when the witch is talking, she's okay. Say, you didn't trust it. Say, yeah. Say, I didn't trust it. And Gypsy's like, she's got candy. What are you talking about? She's good. Where's the candy she keeps promising that she has? I haven't seen any yet. Gypsy loves that lavender. Okay, baby, let's go this way. Come. Good girl. Good, Rico. Look at the structure on her. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. See, she's okay. See, she was okay. Yes, she was okay. Yes, Ozzy knew it. And it's good when your alpha dog is extremely intuitive, because he kind of sets the pace. If there was a true threat, the alpha would kind of take the lead. And Ozzy knows. Ozzy has very rarely been wrong, intuitively knowing what's a true threat, what's not. And I know that by the way he reacts. So there are certain barks. Most dog owners know this already, that they can identify in their dogs what the different barks mean. They don't all mean the same thing. Ozzy has a bark that says, I want you to come play with me. And it's much different than the bark that says, there's a grocery delivery person arriving, I'm giving a warning bark. That bark is different than the bark that says a threat is imminent and I'm about ready to hold this threat down for you. That high alert bark, the red flag bark, I very rarely hear it in Ozzy, and I've only heard it when it was a true threat, remarkably. That's the beauty of a Corso. And that red alert bark in Dolce, the way she responded to that Halloween witch, the animated witch, that was more of that wasn't her red alert bark either. That was more of like I don't trust you, back off, this is my property type thing. That's the same bark that she gives when, ouch, like when we're in the car and someone approaches the car that she doesn't trust. It's kind of like, I don't trust you yet, but I'm not about to hold you down unless you make a move. Yeah, so the red alert bark, y'all, I'll give you an example when I heard it. It's before I moved to this property. I had a house that I sold in San Antonio, and then while this house was being built, I had already sold the house in San Antonio, so I was waiting for this house to be built. So I was staying in a rental house, like an old 1900s, really cool, creaky wooden floor house in San Antonio, but it was right off Broadway, which is, Broadway's near downtown. It's kind of a sketchy area, but cool area. And I had a little closed-in backyard, very small, but it was fenced. And around 2, 3 in the morning, I heard the red alert bark. Ozzy and Dolce both. I didn't have Lucia at the time. I didn't have Gypsy. I only had Tux, Dolce, and Ozzy. And yeah, it was a very distinct bark that I've only heard once before that. And Ozzy, and so when I heard that caliber of bark, that red alert bark, I immediately grabbed my firearm. I have a firearm and a Sig Sauer. So I grabbed it, and because I knew that that's a real threat. You just know your dog's bark. And sure enough, they went immediately to the window facing the backyard, the fenced-in backyard. And I looked out that window. Sure enough, there's a man sitting on the porch that leads into the back of the house. And apparently he was trying to get in. And he didn't realize that I had these dogs until they came to greet him at the window. And so I just looked at him and I said, "You got 2 seconds to get out of here before I unleash these dogs on you." And man, the fear in his eyes was palpable. He just said, "How do I get out of here?" Yeah, I think he was probably either high on some drug or intoxicated. And all I said was, "Get out the way that you came in." And as I turned my back to him to walk toward the door to let the dogs out, and he was gone. He figured out a way to get out. But yeah, so that was the red alert bark that I've only heard twice in Ozzy, and the first time I heard it was not as a severe situation, but it was a real situation. It was a real threat. So very cool, y'all. That right there is just the perfect example of a Cane Corso. So yeah, man. But yeah, that I just wanted to show y'all an example of how protective they are, and the difference that you saw in the Pitbull and the Cane Corso. Pitbull has never seen that witch before, and she was just like, "Yeah, where's the candy? Where's this candy you're promising?" She wasn't barking at all. So pit bulls, they're not really known to be protective per se, although they can be. But I think because they're so friendly and so trusting of most people, they don't make as good of a guard dog as the Cane Corso. The Cane Corso is very leery of any strangers that it doesn't know, that hasn't been vetted by its owner. And which is why you really have to socialize them extremely consistently and intensely when they're puppies, because you don't want them to overreact to people that they shouldn't. But that being said, they also are pretty intuitive, knowing what a true threat is and what's not. But yeah, like I said, Dolce's my most protective Cane Corso, and she's probably the most reactive. Took a little bit of coaxing to let her take her guard down a notch. So Which is why I really had to work more intensely on her with the socialization. So, but and it still needs to continue. But anyways, hope y'all having a good day and happy Halloween, early Halloween, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Gypsy, gotcha. So you didn't trust it. You didn't trust it. I didn't trust it. That's it. That's it. She's like, get up and play with me, boy. Come on, boy. She's like, you don't want none of this. Lucia. Lucia. Trying to dominate him. Lucia. Ozzy's about to take on these two females. Lucia. Bam. Everybody else. Gypsy, you eating dare poop again? Are you eating dare poop? Get out of it, Gypsy.